Hello everyone, this is the 8th lecture of the data science series and the today topic is clustering. What is clustering? Clustering refers to the grouping of a records, observation or cases into classes of a similar object. A cluster is a collection of records that are the similar to the one other and dissimilar to the record in the other cluster. Clustering differs from the classification in that there is a no target variable for the clustering. The clustering task does not try to classify, estimate, or predict the value of a target variable. Instead, clustering algorithms seek to segment the entire data set into the relatively homogeneous subgroup or cluster, where the similarity of the record within the cluster is maximized and the similarity to the record outside this cluster is minimized. Introduction to K-mean cluster algorithm. There are the many different clustering methods including hierarchical clustering, Cohen-Maze network clustering, and the bridge clustering. Here we shall focus on the K-mean clustering algorithm. The K-mean clustering algorithm. First point is demonstrate application of the K-mean clustering algorithm using R-Python. K-mean clustering is the popular unsupervised machine learning algorithm used for the grouping data into distinct clusters. It parses the data into K cluster by the minimizing the variance within each cluster. Here, how K-mean cluster can be applied using Python and R. For this demonstration, we used the IRIS dataset to group flower based on their features. First, the implementation in the Python. Step 1. There are the few steps for the implementation in Python clustering. First step is import libraries. The second step is load and pre-process data. The IRIS dataset contains 4 features: sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. For classifying flowers, pre-processing involves standardizing the data for the better clustering performance. Step 3. Apply K-mean clustering. The number of clusters K is set to 3 and that there are 3 species of the flower in the IRIS dataset. Step 4. Visualize the cluster. For visualization, reduce the data to dimension using PCA, principal component analysis. There are the key observations. In the both implementation, the algorithm successfully group data into 3 clusters. Result may not be perfectly aligned with the actual space because the K-mean cluster minimize intra-cluster variance, not external labels. Conclusion of the clustering. K-mean clustering is a powerful algorithm for a grouping similar data. Both Python and R provide initiative library for the implementing it, while Python sklearn excel in the integration with the machine learning pipelines. RS visualization capabilities using ggplot2 offering insight representation of the cluster. Let's see the example of the clustering. This is the example of the K-mean clustering. First of all, applying K-mean clustering using sklearn. First of all, import numpy as np, and second, the import matplot library.pylot as plt. From sklearn.cluster, import k-means. From sklearn.dataset, import make_blobs. The first process is generate synthetic database for the clustering, and the second is the apply K-mean clustering. K-mean is equal to K-mean in brackets n underscore clusters equal to 4. K-means dot fix x. Y underscore K-means equal to K-means dot predict x. The next step is visualize the cluster. Plt dot scatter x, and these are the variables. And the next step is plot cluster centers. Center is equal to K-means dot cluster underscore center. These are the code. Let's run this code. Here, this is the output of the k-mean cluster.